All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dream Cancel podcast, and this is episode 71 of Dream Cancel Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCancel.com. On this morning's show, we're going to talk about the 10th teaser trailer SNK and PlayStation just released, I would say an hour or so ago. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, man. I know a lot of people have watched it so far, and it's really good. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce the discussion panel for this morning. We have from North California, we have Laban. What's up, dude?
Samo, choking in tournaments and wanting to play 14.
Good to have you on the show, man. It's been a minute.
It
um,
certainly has been
yeah,
years.
it's been a minute. But yeah, good to have you on. All
Thank you,
right,
I appreciate it.
all right. Next, we have from Indiana. We have Sakamoto. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to have you on the show. And next, we have man, yo, where are you currently at, Great Dark Hero?
I'm in Virginia right now.
You in Virginia? Virginia, okay. I guessed that, but I didn't want to like just get it like
Nah,
hella wrong
sorry.
or whatever. All right, cool. All right, good to have you all on the show.
Man, it's all good, man.
Yeah. Yo, if you're watching right now, just share it as much as you can on Facebook and on Twitter. We're talking about the 10th KOF 14 teaser trailer. And you know what? Let me update some things on the stream real quick. All right, cool. All right, so like always, we're gonna start off with promo and plugs. So you get Dream Cancel t-shirts at dreamcancel.com/shop, and there's sales every now and then. So just stay on the lookout for those. Hang out with us at the Dream Council Discord server. We've been having a lot of fun with that. Play King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition on Steam, as well as King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match, and by King of Fighters 13 on Steam. Shout out to KOF Funeral. Shout out to Videos Games XD. Shout out to Team Chaos. Donate to Dream Cancel at dreamcancelsnk@gmail.com. Dream Cancel Theater. We're going to do it this Sunday at 10 p.m. Random KOF vids from all over the world, different time and space and places and stuff like that. Here on Twitch. Shout out to Rojanaji. View the Dream Cancel forums via Tablet Talk on your smartphone. And on the 20th, I think is the 28th. There's the KOF 14. They're doing like a tournament. It's called, was it KVO, right?
At
That's
KSB,
what I
yeah.
believe.
Whoa, say that again. Y'all said it at the same time.
Yeah, KSB tournament at the
Okay.
end of the coming month.
All right, great. And where is that again?
Uh, Japan.
Okay.
But if I recall correctly, I saw Madman's Cafe said there's gonna be an event in Japan just for people to try it on the 25th, because they said it was originally on the 26th, but they're moving it earlier. So if you're not entering the tournament, and if you're in Japan, there's still a chance to actually play the game.
Okay. Sounds great. All right, cool. And also, I want to jump to May. Combo Breaker. This is going down May 27th through 29th. St. Charles, Illinois. King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match and King of Fighters 13 are part of the main games list, and there's a lot of games on that list. So if you're in the area or if you're not, come on in on a plane, on a bus, on a train, and play KOF with us. It should be really good. I just finished registering. So I'm going to be there for sure. And anybody here planning on going or is interested in it? Combo Breaker?
I'm definitely interested.
Okay.
Just
For
hopefully I
me,
can.
oh good. For me, I wish I could come, just no time or money. Sorry, but I
Yeah.
given a chance to play King of Fighters, I would do it. So maybe
Okay.
next year.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I'll be there in bunch of other people will be there too. So go ahead and check it out, or check out the stream when it happens. We'll keep everybody in the loop. And I believe that's it for tournament announcements just at the moment. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the stream, and the viewers in the stream. And why don't we, you know what? Why don't we play the trailer for everyone? I know people have been watching it, but just for reference, we're going to watch the trailer again, and we're going to talk about everything that's in it as much as we can. And yeah, that'll be it. So here we go, everyone. The 10th KOF14 teaser trailer by SNK. Play more. We'll be right back.
Before me. Are you okay? Ridiculous! 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 Attention! Ridiculous! Attention! Ridiculous! 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 挑戦者現る。King of Fighters 14見せてやろう曲
All right, we're back. That was a hype trailer. It was a little short, but it was still hype.
Nonetheless.
All right, so yo, let's break this down. Okay. All right, so we have Geese. That's very obvious, man.
Predictable.
Yeah, we got Geese. All right. LeBron, why don't we start with you, man? What's your thoughts on seeing Geese so far?
Alright, so Geese is Geese. Obviously, they started the trailer off with his iconic move from, it's reel in the more casual, the more broad fan base. But some of the things I've noticed with this Geese is that it looks like he has a new command normal, which I'm presuming is like a forward A type of move. And we saw it raw, and it looked like it did a hard knockdown overhead. And from there, he was able to do his OTG for additional damage. So that's a really neat addition. Earlier, you saw what looked to be close C forward A into Jake, and so that also extends his hit confirms. If anyone's remember for King of Fighters 98 UM in Final Edition, all you pretty much had was just close C or crouch B, crouch A. You didn't really have much for combo extension or hit confirm.
Right.
So, yeah, it looks like we're getting fireball projectile Geese with normal Geese from a 98 UM perspective, Jake, but we also have like more combo routes and more additional tools. So I'm getting really excited. I have a local friend who's really into Geese, and I just have a feeling this one will just be a monster.
Cool. All right. Sakamoto, Ricky, man, what are your thoughts when you saw Geese?
He has one of the better models in the game. Like, his model looks pretty good so far. But to be honest, I have never played Geese, nor have I really seen much of Geese. But I only know like a bunch of memes. That's about it.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, because you're pretty much kind of just getting into King of Fighters and SNK games as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. All right. Great Dark Hero. What are your thoughts on Geese when you saw him in the trailer?
From a gameplay perspective, the first thing I immediately noticed is that he had his projectile game, as Laban mentioned, and also I think there was like a ground combo where he was more than likely using Jaiken or his I don't know the American name for it, but I think it was using his Jaiken or probably a brand new string altogether. Um, just a into combo, a ground-based combo, and seems like he's going to be relatively solid with solid anti-air normals. And seems, and also as LeBron mentioned, he has more hit confirms from lights more than likely, but that's that's going to be um, we'll we'll just have to wait and see just for clarification because he looks relatively solid so far based on what we saw, and from a casual perspective, he looks pretty nice, really nice. His model SNKP is making a lot of progress. I um, don't see a problem here. And I noticed that he still retains his scars from when he fought Terry.
Hmm. I agree. Like he looks beautiful. Like if you look at his design, they actually added detail to his hakama, his pants.
Hmm.
Like you keep the essence of Geese while still adding the finer details to make it look new. And then yeah, well, when I mentioned about the longer hit confirm, it's mainly it looks like he did something like a close C into a forward A. So that
Ah,
longer Jaiken thing, when I looked at it, it looked like a two-hit Jaiken, and the two hits before it was just close C forward A. All
yes.
speculation. We don't really know until we actually see it, but that's what I'm that's what's looking like so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, I agree. That's definitely the case.
Okay. Yeah, my thoughts when I saw Geese is we all knew he was gonna be in the game, man. I mean, it was just a matter of time,
Just
and
waiting patiently.
yeah,
Thank you, Korean leakers.
right. And yeah, he looks great. He definitely looks good. He looks powerful. Yeah, he was countering almost everyone. And he was also countering someone that hasn't been revealed just yet.
That's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, that's for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, so yeah. So all right, how do y'all feel about? What's up, man? Go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say something about Joe, but no, go on ahead.
Yeah, we're about to get to Joe right now, man. All right, so how do y'all feel about Joe's like disgraceful appearance, man? If I would say so. Um,
Alright. Like aside of being like doing a slide and getting countered, like if we actually look at the screen, like he keeps like similar to Geese, like he keeps the main things that keep makes Joe look like Joe, but his detail of his shorts, like really detailed but not too over the top. They changed the color of his armbands. Joe looks like Joe without like sometimes when they make these 3D models, it doesn't look like the character they're trying to base it off of. But Joe looks good. It's just yeah, they done him dirty in less than a second.
yeah.
Off a slide
Fighting
of all
against,
things.
fighting,
Rip.
fighting the guy who started the whole SNK ball syndrome in the first place. Ugh.
Yeah, I had to take another look. It was till until people like started mentioning Joe was in it, and I saw a screenshot. I was like, "What?" And I
It was so
watched.
natural because they had Terry getting bopped, and you get Andy getting bopped, so it's like Fatal Fury team. So when you got to Joe, it's like, oh yeah, same thing as usual. And you're right, and then you realize like, wait, they haven't even announced him yet, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting, man. I don't
fresh.
think we've seen that at all. Like this another character that hasn't been announced. Just you know, the subject of the other characters reveal. That's
I think you'll get a full official reveal. I think it's nice that the trailers were doing like 3 characters a week, but if we don't include Joe, we technically only have 2 characters revealed this week.
yeah,
So it
right.
slows down the amount of characters they release, but then they could still hopefully yeah do weekly updates, weekly trailers, and just maintain the hype until maybe Evo or KSP to show
Yeah,
more things.
man, SNKP is on a roll.
Yeah.
It's like thank God 50 characters.
Right. Yeah. Same here. Ricky, what was your thoughts, man, when you saw Joe, or did you even see him at first?
Well, I didn't see him the first time. It took me like maybe 4 times. I had to like keep on pausing every time Geese was like wrecking everybody. And
Right.
so like until I forgot what second mark or minute mark, whatever. But I paused it and I'm like, oh, there is a joke, but why didn't they announce him as a character?
Because April Fool's Day, ha 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 ha
April
ha
Fool's
ha.
Oh
Day.
boy.
In Japan,
You know,
that's
I gotta remind myself these are the foolish times or the foolish time.
yeah. All the big companies in Japan are already pulling their April Fool's gags, so SNK is no exception.
Right. All right. Why don't we get into Rio? So, what are you guys'
Oh
thoughts
man.
on Rio? Great Dark Hero, why don't you start?
Oh man, the dude who started most of the SNKP's products. The main protagonist. Ironically from the same individual who made Street Fighter individuals, that is, but Ryo also looks really solid in this game. Like the way he was presented, came out of nowhere and started giving Geese the business. Although he started bringing it back in the end. I like his presentation, and his model looks really nice. I might, because of this trailer, I might end up playing him.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Um, Sakamoto, Ricky, what was your thoughts on Rio when you saw him in the trailer?
Well, it's pretty cool to like. He looks a lot like his 13, a lot like his appearance in 13, and he also kind of I don't know if anybody played Art of Fighting 3 at all. Not sure if anybody played it here.
Only very shortly.
Yeah, Art of Fighting 2. Unfortunately, I haven't played Art of Fighting 3.
I played a little bit of Art of Fighting 3.
Only
It
played
kind
the
of
part
reminds
three.
me of Art of Fighting 3, Rio for some odd reason. But
Oh,
then again, he looks the same, about the same in every game. But yeah, his model's pretty good too. They did a pretty good job, and I like how they're comparing it to alt costume Ken.
Oh boy.
uh,
Like
very meme worthy.
yeah,
pretty
actually,
meme worthy.
I didn't
Look
mean
at that.
I didn't mean to download this, man. I tried to just get Rio, but might as well show it. Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh well.
See.
Yeah, so. But yeah, Laban, man, what did you think when you saw Rio?
I thought like, yeah, Rio's Rio. Yeah, his armbands and stuff like have more detail, but gameplay wise, from that perspective, it looks like 13 Rio for the most part. Don't really think too much, but he's a shoe-in for the King of Fighters series, so I'm not really surprised.
Hmm.
Like you gotta have Terry and Rio because they started off the King of Fighters like pretty much franchise because Fatal Fury special. So yeah, didn't think too much. Didn't really see anything new, but I am glad that he's back and can't wait to see him bopping people with like crouch fierce and shit. So excuse my language.
Oh, it's cool, man.
Normals, bro. Normals.
Yeah.
Normals. Like 13, I really appreciated him actually having a real sweep for once with long distance.
Mm. And
So
that was cancelable too.
yeah, he'd
Yeah,
had it
with
before in previous
cancel.
games, but he just didn't have the range. So it's like, hey, you have a threatening overhead from like how far a distance away, but you don't have a sweep to match it up. So now
Right.
on top of the feint cancel stuff he has in 13, he should be a monster in 14, considering how strong zoning is now, keeping people out and how damage works. So he's going to be a contender along with Geese. And I can picture the whole cast being relatively well balanced based off of what I played at PlayStation Experience. The only thing that could trip the character up is if their startup is too long for certain moves, like how Chang's was, but it was not too bad. And that's an easy fix, so I could picture Rio, you know, Geese, and Joe being really good in the coming game.
Mm. All right, cool. All right. Next order of business is the stage, the new stage. What are you guys' thoughts on this new environment that we're seeing?
It
Um,
looks beautiful. It's like it's pretty much a classic Geese stage, but the detail, the sense of depth, and the dark values, the dark hues. Like it's not too dark, but then you have this sense of like, oh, this is a brooding kind of environment. You see the powerful statues in the background, and it just screams Geese. You could see the ledge over the edge. Like, you know how Street Fighter 5 has those, like, with only the China stage, you can get, like, ringed out and all that other stuff? Like, the noodle head and being hit into the bus?
Mm.
Like, what I expect is, like, if Geese is, like, final round, and then he gets knocked out near the edge, I want him to fall off. Like, I'm just done.
What is it with geese and heights?
Yeah, you
I
think
don't
being
know.
a bird you'd be able to survive, but or a flock of birds.
I guess you don't care.
Oh, speaking of it, about the finer details, did any of you notice that King's clothes got ripped off when he did double Reppuken for KO?
Ooh, I didn't notice that,
Great
man.
looking.
I guess I'm
Great
gonna have
looking.
to
Well, back
check it out again. Yeah.
like in 13, it was like her whole outfit got ripped a bit. This one, it just looked like only her top, so it was kind of difficult to see, to be honest. I
Hmm.
had to double take.
Yeah.
Them art of fighting shoutouts.
Yeah, so I presume Yuri would be the same.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Yuri or Mai yet, so we'll see what's
Yeah,
up.
main girls, like, our fighting team is almost complete. We just need to see Yuri to
Yeah.
have it. Yeah.
Word. Okay. All right. Is there anything else from this 10th trailer that anyone wants to talk about or discuss, or any feelings at all?
I'm pretty happy that SNK is putting a lot of time into the stages. Like the last stage that they showed out was gorgeous, and this one as well.
Yeah, I like the amount of
Yes,
detail, man. I'm even looking at it just right now through the screenshots, like all the different little objects and small little, like, very fine, like almost minuscule details that they're putting in the statues and the ornaments and stuff like that. I think that's really really dope.
Yeah. Especially when the game was first announced and shown, like, you only had those two stages, the Neo Geo Land, Isaka, and you had the, what was it, the Coliseum stage, and those are pretty, like, especially when they were revealed, was pretty vanilla, really, not a lot going in the background. Now you have the South American stage, you have Geese stage, you have Terry's Navajo Land. Like, now the stages are really looking beautiful, something that could rival Street Fighter 5 or be better. Because that's what I felt like when King of Fighters 14 was first announced. It's like, okay, the models are kind of whack, but what also makes the game look kind of dull is the environment. But now the environment is getting there. The models are getting there, as we see with Geese, the updated models from each trailer to trailer. Like, this game is shaping up to be a real contender when it comes out at the end of this year.
Right. As I
yeah. Oh,
as I said before, man, this is like quite a leap from the first few trailers that we saw. You know, like, man, I knew they were going to come with it. It was just a matter of time. Great Dark Hero.
oh, just keep in mind that this game isn't even finished yet. Not even close. We still got months and months of progress to make, and they made a lot of it so far. SNKP, very impressive, very well done.
Right. Okay. You know what, Laban? Since you're here, man,
What's up?
what are your thoughts on Nelson and Long and Athena? I know you shared some of your thoughts on like Twitter and stuff like that,
Hmm.
but anything else that comes to mind? I don't mean to go back on,
Yeah, no problem, man.
but yeah. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so Athena, like, well, first we'll go back and say, like, okay, of all the characters I tried at PlayStation Experience, all these characters seem to be based off of their King of Fighters 13 iterations, but they buffed up normals, especially anti-air normals, and they buffed up projectiles. So, like,
Yes.
Andy, I couldn't hop over his projectile, whereas in 13 you could easily do so, and if you look at the hitbox viewer, like, the top half of the hitbox is missing unless you do EX. So, with 14, if we're considering Athena, like, I think she'll be another top contender. I don't think she'll be like O2 busted or O2 original busted, but like, let's look at it. Like in the old games like O2 and 98, like the way you had to anti-air was really minute. Like you had to be really specific with your choices. Like you can't DP because DPs are bad, and so you have to do stuff like air throw option selects while air to airing. But you have to do it at ranges where you're still safe. You have to do like run up shining crystal bit and all these other things. Like with the Iori zones, he could run up close C really easily. With what 13 gave was that new close D which hit vertically upwards. Like that's the best thing you can give Athena to make her zoning scary. In 13, you could hop over a projectile, but if they're keeping to like the pattern they've been showing, Her zoning game is going to be really nuts. She lost her air throw, but her air to air buttons should be as good as they were. You have a new close D. You have a real DP on top of a shining crystal bit that doesn't have blank hitboxes, because if you did it at the wrong time, you know, they go around it. So all I can say is like good luck blocking psycho balls and trying to get in, because yo. So I'm really excited to see Athena the way she is,
Hmm.
taking the best of 13 and of the previous games. So going on to Long, like I don't know what to really expect. Like some people say she's like a stance person, looks like it's a stance person like Jun, but then looking at her moves, her kick strikes, they remind me of Yamazaki. So I don't know if she's the Yamazaki analog of this game to kind of fill that niche. She could also
One of
just
my
be a
favorites.
combination of both and bring a whole new, like, you know, something new to the table. She looks exciting, like postulated like she might be Kim's master's wife. So strong woman, kind of antagonistic vibe, but knowing that she's on the Taekwondo team, she's most probably not evil, just really flirtatious and you know in there. She looks good. Nelson though, like yo Nelson. I don't know where to start with him. It's like hopefully he feels like he's an in between of maybe Vanessa and Heavy D. Certainly he has that teleport dash move that went behind the opponent. Like sure Vanessa had teleports but never went behind anyone unless they were in the air. So he'll bring a new dynamic to King of Fighters in terms of the boxing, you know, kind of martial art. So we'll just have to see what he actually does and what his moves do when we actually get to play him or see more footage. But he has the potential to be just super really solid based on the boxes we have in King of Fighters. And I think that's pretty much it. We couldn't really get to see too much of like a actual match to kind of try to see what moves do what. Like when Nelson hits, it's just like, dude, he's just doing a shitload of punches. Like, which one's the command normal? Which one's the normal? Which one's the special? When does it start? When does it end?
Yeah.
So same thing with Luong. Like I don't know how she'll generally play. That's why Athena, at least we have a frame of reference, and she looks amazing. So yeah, Death Ball, Death Bound. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Word. Cool. Great Dark Hero. What are your thoughts on Nelson, Athena, and Long?
Nelson looks awesome. Just pointing that out, he looks really awesome, and I'm not entirely sure what to expect from his moveset or move pool, but so far he seems to have a lot of pretty decent. Uh, he's probably going to have some moderately high damage output, but then again, that's not saying too much considering how this game is constructed. Might have some pretty noteworthy juggle combos as well for against mid-air opponents after launching them. Um, anyway, Nelson, cool as hell, and excuse my language. But and as for Lung, she looks fine. I'm not entirely sure what to expect for her either, but we'll see. I mean, as Laban stated, um, there's not much. We don't have much to go by. We don't know what her moves. We don't really know what to expect from her moves pool, but she looks visually appealing. That's for sure. And as for Athena, yes, I can definitely see her being very good. Check them plasmas. I used to play her quite a bit back in high school for '98 when in Spain when there was a actual '98 cabinet. Um, there was a really good Athena player that made use of those invulnerability command for that invulnerability command grab. Uh,
Yeah.
man,
But did he do the unblockable setup?
I think he tried to. He tried to.
Alright.
I had a hard time, but still had quite a bit of fun. Um, I wonder if that's still going to be a thing, though. Probably not, but
I doubt it. But 13, they introduced a lot of old glitches just for the throwback of it, so never say never. I think I'll still do the setup, like, you know, command throw, hard knockdown, then you just backdash with the butt, cancel, then you teleport forward. Then if they block, they block. It's not unblockable anymore, like 98. But if they roll because they don't like projectiles, because, you know, they're a bit scrubby, then you just get the free command throw and just run it again. So it's free pressure at the least.
Yeah, for the most part. And also, another thing about 98 is that for command grabs, for those projectile unblockable setups, they use the command grab, and then for um, something I had in, something else I had in mind for Athena. No, I forgot. Now, for normals, I can see her being very, very strong in that category as well, pressuring the opponent for uh, not so much. Now, another thing I do appreciate is how her move pool is set up, how her super moves are executed, and I don't really have much else to say.
Hmm.
I like the character a lot, though.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sakamoto, Ricky, your quick thoughts on
Well,
Nelson, Athena, and Long?
well, Long, for some odd reason, maybe probably people already mentioned this, but she reminds me a lot of your Yuri or whatever her name is from the Capcom, the SF games.
Mm-hmm.
Like as one of you guys mentioned, like she looks kind of evil, but she kind of looks like she's how do I say, out there in a way. It's
One
kind
of
of for
those
me, it's like
characters.
one of those
Like
characters. Yeah, yeah. Like feminine, yeah. Like I feel like it's Jerry done right.
sort of like Vice and Macher, where they have this Femme Fatale thing going for them.
Yeah. And like for Athena, I'm kind of bored of the sailor outfit, to be honest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of bored of it.
It's like a
Kind of want a
slight
new
mix.
design.
It's yeah, I could see that. Like for now, it's like a slight mix between a sailor outfit and some idly stuff. If you look at her accessories, but still, like when you like first glimpse at her, yeah, it's sailor outfit. And I could see that being stale, especially like after the interesting Chinese outfits she tried to have in the Orochi Saga, and then like 2002, she had like the outfit, the definitive kind of idol outfit.
Yeah.
So
It's understandable.
yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so
Like,
I just don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure if
well, it's 3D,
oh, go ahead.
and in the age of Idolmaster
What were
and
you gonna say?
Love Live, they could have DLC outfits at an arm and a leg.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Wotaku fans are already they bit the bullet already. So we'll see. But yeah, being an idol character, being in 3D now, and how technically it's easier to make DLC outfits. I don't think they'll do it, but I could easily
Yeah, I was gonna
imagine.
say
Yeah, because being an idol and everything. Like I'm surprised SNK hasn't decided to do a guest thing. What's up Namco Bandai? Let's put Athena and Idolmaster with like one or two songs. Just a little something. Try to promote their other brands. Get back in the game. But yeah, we'll see.
Athena has a thing for
Yeah.
having different costumes in every game anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If SNK does DLC, I'm hoping so. I definitely changed that outfit of Athena. But her face kind of looks odd. I don't know about you guys, but it
It's
kind of
the
looks odd to
nose.
me. Her
It's
face.
the nose. Well,
Yeah.
in the picture that I'm seeing on stream, it kind of looks alright.
Her eyes, like yeah, like near her eyes, it's like kind of. It looks like she has a rash or something.
Candy Valley. Most probably they did the
That's
makeup.
exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah. Like for me, like when you see those people do those edits using Photoshop to make her look more natural, the main thing you notice is slightly the eyes, but it's mainly the nose. Like it's shaped. Yeah, when she's looking down about to do death fall, like she's gonna slap a volleyball, nah. Like the nose, the bridge, the everything, it just doesn't seem natural. It's like almost like a bad looking Korean, plastic surgery kind of thing going on. Unless that was what they were going for, but
I hope
nah,
not.
she needs work.
I hope not.
I
Yeah.
can see her easily being good with the touch ups, but I feel like also her model is far, far, far from being complete. if you guys noticed, like in the trailer when she did the death ball, um, her leg clipped through her skirt really badly, and a lot of her hair clips through her sailor outfit. Whereas other characters that are more complete, they have more natural hair physics. The clipping's not bad. Like when you see Kula's hair, it's not gonna go through her outfit like Street Fighter V style. Like
Hmm.
things are a bit more complete. So I feel like along with Athena's incomplete outfit, I feel like her face is incomplete. So before casting final judgment, I'll give them a bit more time on that because obviously her
Yeah,
whole
like,
model is incomplete.
Yeah, they're bound to make more progress anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know hair physics are really hard to like program and stuff because you have to take a lot of time on doing that. At least that's what I've heard from other developers that
Yeah,
hair is
hard.
pretty hard
Okay,
to
so
do.
this is not like anything official, but just being on Shoryuken and being on Twitter and looking at like what people are saying, like it looks like the physics of each individual character is tied to each individual character. There's no like overarching system and letting the program like, oh, we'll do this with the hair, we'll do that with the hair. It looks like they're like how they fine crafted the sprites for 13. I think they're fine crafting the physics, the lighting, the shading on each character. That's why when you look at gameplay footage, like one character looks finished but the other doesn't. Like technically, you could have like the engine pretty much cast the lighting on the characters, evenly. But it looks like they're really fine tuning each character individually, and each individual like little stats or whatever they're doing to do that. So it kind of shows that SNK's putting in a lot of love, but it's almost to the point like, yo, you guys are going ham like you did with 13. But in the interviews, they said that the main reason why they might have moved from sprites to 3D models is that it's really difficult to find programmers for sprites nowadays. Like most kids graduating out of college ready to make video games, they don't have that skill set to program for sprites. A lot of those people are just old dudes who have the skill, or like people who are just super hobbyists, but that's rare. Let alone like them working on your project when they're like, let's say they're at French Bread working on, those sprite games. Like when will they find the time to work for SNK? So yeah, I could imagine them putting all the time and love handcrafting each 3D model because they have, now they have the manpower to actually do so. So yeah, so we'll see how the end product ends up. So I'm glad SNK found their groove, what they wanted to accomplish, and it seems like it's coming to fruition. It's coming to image that they have in their head. So really excited. That's how I see it, anyways.
Cool.
Like if you notice, like Leona's and Angel's, bounce physics, like really well done. Looks like Dead or Alive soft engine, but I don't think it's universal, and they're not doing the crazy wiggly waggly stuff that DOA does. So looks like they're really fine tuning those physics. And yeah, looking at Leona's hair or Kyo's hair, like all the strands, unlike the Play-Doh that you see in Street Fighter V, like really fine tuned, has the right bounce when they move and sway in a certain direction. This game's really exciting. Like visually, the potential of what it could be, as well as the gameplay that I've tried at PlayStation Experience. It felt weird trying it, because there's a video of me from 4gamer.net playing against one of the, I would say, the journalists. There's footage of me whiffing crouch A like with Kyo 5 times in a row because I couldn't get Rekka to come out. But by the end of the day, I was doing everything I could, like perfectly, like I would in a natural tournament match. The game feels like new shoes. It feels really weird. And yeah, people said the jump was a bit slow, but when you think about it, why would you full jump forward anyways?
Right.
Like you do it off a safe jump setup, or you do it like after you played so much footsies and you want to throw a fireball, and that was the one moment that you did it. Actually, it helped me out playing against Andy because his fireball was so good. So the naturally floatier jump helped me neutral jump over it more easily. But they said they're gonna adjust it anyways, so I think it'll be slightly faster. And it was just Kyo that felt kind of odd. Everyone else felt fine, to me, at least. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I was just happy staying on the ground and anti-rating people for once.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the game, after you get used to it, felt really good. The design point, from the design perspective, without even playing it, like, it's really solid. And then all the new stuff they're adding to the game looks exciting. Like, if you saw Leona, it looks like, in the Hong Kong footage, she looks like she has the backwards Grand Saber she had in 12. When I played it at PlayStation Experience, she did not have that at all. So It looks like they're even adjusting the movesets like from build to build. So maybe that very vanilla King moveset we saw, like maybe it might be changed by the final game. So we'll see.
Hmm. Okay. Well, you never know, man. They might give her.
No.
They might give her air fireball. I hope not.
Dude, if she has 98 normals on top of having a CVS2 sweep, like actually having a sweep with actual range, and then an air fireball, like yo, OD, you're done. Wrap it up.
What about a command throw? What about a command?
Too.
No,
Yeah.
man, that's
At least it's not a proximity unblockable. They don't have those in 13, and it looks like they're keeping that trend because, yeah, at least you'll have a whip animation. And that's
Okay.
the one thing I didn't get to try at PlayStation Experience. I was just so happy with normals and trying to do stuff. I totally forgot to see if alternate guard was in the game. So that's something I'll test out next time, hopefully at EVO.
All
it's
right.
probably gonna stay though.
No, alternate
It
guard?
initially started out. Yeah, it initially started off as a glitch, and they kept it around in 13. I wonder if they.
Well, in Arcade 13, when I tested it out, like the only character I could do it with consistently was Maxima, and it was difficult.
Oh.
But then intentionally for console and Climax, they added it in, and it's the easiest
Oh.
version of trying to do alternate guard. So it wasn't
I
as
didn't know
good at
that.
first for original Arcade 13 where Raiden was the god.
Yeah, everybody remembers that, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing, at least of what I've tested through, shady means. But it certainly wasn't 13 console, and is the easiest it's ever been. Judging by where they're going with the game, making it more 98, 2002 with 13 influences, I could picture it being in the game because grapplers, as long as they live command throws the same like they are in 13 or 98, like command throws should be really strong. Like Clark, it's gonna be scary. Athena could be scary. Vice, if they give her back her old command throw, ooh, you're gonna be done. You better have alternate guard. Otherwise, it's gonna turn into King of Fighters 11, and then people are just gonna run the craziest tick throws, and you're gonna be like, man, this sucks. It's alternate guard is so ingrained in me. When I play against Mika and Street Fighter 5, I sometimes accidentally alternate guard because the pressure's that real. So, but besides that, yeah, really excited to play King of Fighters 14 again. And if it's at EVO and if it plays even better than when I played at PlayStation Experience, like they're on a roll. Because if they do stuff that makes the game kind of shady again that I don't like, then it's like, oh man, I'm uncertain about the future. But if they keep it up and I could reaffirm that they are still in that correct direction, like 14 might be that game that kills 98 out of the box or close to it.
We'll definitely see about that, man. That does sound pretty cool.
That'd be something.
Right.
Yeah, it's
For
not
this,
perfect.
for this generation too.
Yeah, man. Like when I played at PlayStation Experience, it's not perfect. Like Chang, he is noticeably slower on startup, so he traded more often for his hit errors. But that doesn't mean he's bad. He still had a bunch of other good tools. And then his new close beat hit low, and it beat Andy's DP full meaty, and he went to command throw, so he has some dirt. But then you have other things like they made Coolest Crouch C a real anti-air for once. Like in all the other games it wasn't. Like they finally did it. So yeah, there's good things, there are bad things, but as long as they take feedback and listen to people who you should listen to, like the game will be really good out of the box. Where 13 out of the box, it was Arcade 13. 2002 out of the box, it's like unless you love Unhell Infinites and like Athena, Billy Choi, Kim, like 02 is kind of rough. Even 98, as much as I love OG, like for a lot of new school players these days, they won't be able to handle the game right out the box. Like sure, you can play super solid, and once you understand the game, like nothing dumb will beat you. But other than that, like there's still a lot of grimy old school stuff about 98. Yeah.
Fight arcade, fightcade.
Yeah, I mean when I started playing 98 back in 2009, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it raw. I'm gonna do it ham. I'm gonna throw myself into GGPO 98 Room 1, baby into the Lion's Den, see where we go with that. And yeah, I had to go through like Hoops of Fire.
Oh yeah.
all sorts of things.
Yeah. Same here, man. Same here.
But I learned and I got good. And I'm not all the way there. Like I still consider myself a mid-level 98 player in the world. Like you'll fight a Turkish player or a Pakistani player who's really good, or like yeah, China, Taiwan, Korea. Like you'll find
I'm
killers all
perfectly
over.
okay with that.
Yeah,
As long as we're making progress.
yeah, I think we're all just like still learning always.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always something new to learn. I bet even for
Yeah.
Zhao Hai, there's always going to be something new to learn or something to improve on.
Right.
So, yeah, with that said,
Yeah.
King of Fighters 14 will be a new foray for everyone. There are people who weren't previously interested in King of Fighters slowly warming up to it with each new trailer, with the new content, with the brand new characters. Like, some people were like, oh, where's Blue Mary? I'm not really interested. And then all of a sudden they see Luong and they're like, yo, we in there. Like, it's a really exciting time to be ready for King of Fighters, which is kind of ironic because last year all of us were like, I hope I could speak for all of us, but we're like, oh man, SNK, what you doing? Stop it, man. But
Well, hopefully, man, they got their act together. It looks like they are
Pretty
currently at the moment. So yeah, I wish them the best, and let's just see what continually happens. And you never know. Y'all think we might get another trailer next week?
next week, baby,
Well,
we're gonna get a real Joe trailer. Like, yo,
yeah. All
maybe
right.
we'll see Joe bopping on Geese in the next trailer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Put him in that
vengeance.
put him in that hurricane or something, man.
Gonna knock his ass out the window.
Yeah. But yo, why don't we get up out here, man? All right. Why don't we give some shout outs and just bid everyone a a good afternoon, morning. Why don't we start with Ricky Sakamoto, man? You there?
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Sixlet. If you guys didn't know, he recently joined he joined the organization that I'm working with. So yeah, shout outs to him. Shout outs to the order. And shout outs to my boy Cody, a few blocks away.
Okay.
That's about it, man.
All right. Great Dark Hero. Shout outs. Great Dark Hero, you there, man?
Yo.
I hope he ain't getting hemmed up. What the? Dang, man.
Mhm.
I hope he ain't get abducted while on the podcast.
No, he's too busy being dark and great.
No, wait, I'm back.
He's a
Sorry.
oh.
He's in his back cave.
Yo, you got any shout outs?
Yo, shout outs to Ocelot Life Spy, my battle buddy from Portugal, and shout outs to Sergeant Lobster, Germany, and shout outs to both of my co-workers, Juicebox King, and to Dream Cancel itself, Rochinagi, and Hard Edge, my tournament scene, and the German Frankfurt, in Frankfurt, Germany, scene all together, and Kaiserslautern. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody.
Great. All right. Laban, shout outs.
Just same old shout outs to Dream Council. Thank you for having me. Shout outs to Shoryuken, where that's my original stomping ground. Like, you'll find me in the fighting game discussion thread for King of Fighters 14. That's where I post most of my stuff. Yeah, and
You're
hopefully,
genius, by the way.
I mean, I try. I do my best. Like, working on, the whole PlayStation Experience weekend was just me, like, eating, like, Egg McMuffin. And, yeah, I was trying to... Ratchet and Clank was right beside it, and I saw the same damn trailer for 10 hours straight of each day. Then when I saw the Hong Kong build, right beside it, lo and behold, was Ratchet and Clank. So, shout out to Ratchet and Clank. New movie, the new game.
Yeah. That kind of surprised me.
But other than that, like...
I just hope it doesn't ruin my childhood.
It looks good. Like, the actual graphics itself, it's just... If you're into that kind of humor, into that kind of aesthetic, then go for it. But
Yeah, man.
in terms of the actual presentation, really well done. It's just the damn song, the damn, like, DreamWorks smug smile that they always do. Oh, man, that was grating. But yeah, other than that, like, shout outs to, I guess, John Choi and NorCal Regionals. Thank you for doing the Pool of Death. That's really amusing. And shout outs to the local scene I finally found to play here in Modesto. Like, it's not the strongest of players, but everyone's willing to learn and get better. And yeah, I'm gonna be converting some people into King of Fighters players, so
Yes, please do so.
yeah. speaking of which, like one last like I guess plug, like
Mhm.
I don't know when exactly because of the whole work and school situation, but I want to start doing more videos. Like my YouTube channel, I'll move it to a new one, and I'll be starting to put out more King of Fighters content, more fighting game content. And yeah, when 14 comes out, especially, like I want to be able to do like live coaching, live tutorials, like yeah, like people want to like run it down, like okay, what can I do to get better? What's to work on? Like yeah, I'll be happy to help and like put it up on my channel so people they could have a frame of reference and see, okay, this is what I can work on. So yeah,
And you know what?
got
Life,
project in the works.
yeah, life is easier because on the PlayStation 4 you can record your stuff a lot easier, or
Yeah.
stream it rather.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Amazon. That crummy warehouse job giving me the bank so I could actually get a good PC to make more videos.
Oh man.
Yeah, gotta live through hell to get all these good things. So yeah, you'll certainly see more content because previously I was just on a toaster laptop and yeah, that's why I don't see a lot of videos from me. I didn't even have a capture card. I just got lucky with my brother's Dazzle. And now that's gone. So
Yo, I still have a Dazzle. I still use that shit, man.
yeah, now I'm on a fancy like Japanese capture card that streams like really well with very low latency. Yeah, I have a tower now. I have
Yeah,
BenQ monitors for the Evo standard. So all I really need now is a good laptop with a portable capture card,
Mhm.
capture device, and then yeah, hopefully I'll be streaming my locals, and yeah, really spread the KOF gospel. So yeah, I hope to see everyone soon when I start making content. I'll let everyone know when they actually start doing it.
Cool. And we'll help you much as we can to get it out
And I'll
there,
try to
man.
help you, and I'll try to help you guys like as much as I can within my own means. So
That's absolutely fine, man. Yeah, thanks so
alright,
much. It
I think I
sounds
missed a
good.
shout
Say what?
Mr. Shout out. Yeah.
Shout outs to my school for the end of the year KOF tournament. So
Ah, nice.
Oh.
Class. Yo, school.
Yeah, man.
KOF education. Here we go.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's really cool, dude. That's really cool. Wow, we might have to do a show, man, about playing KOF at weird places like school.
Nah, man.
yeah,
You're never gonna top Melty Blood at 3 a.m. at a Denny's. Like, stop while you can, man.
Right.
I've seen it.
Warriors Cafe
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
or freaking Starbucks restaurant.
Hey, yo, they were playing it during a fire alarm, man, at Frosty's, dude. They were playing it on like not like a curb, but like outside of a door next to snow while everyone's waiting to get back in the building. That was very funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
or like Spooky, I heard they ran a tournament in New York and they had to unplug a vending machine and run it in the park. So,
Oh yeah, the gazebo battles. I think battle at the
Something like
gazebo. Yeah, yep, you can find that online on YouTube. All right, cool. But yo, let's get out of here. I want to thank everyone for joining the show today. I want to thank Laban. I want to thank Great Dark Hero. I want to thank Sakamoto, or I should say Order Sakamoto. Is that right?
yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so shout outs on my end. Shout outs to Dream Council shirts. Get them at dreamcouncil.com/shop. Shout outs to our Discord server that you can find on the front page of Dream Council on the right hand side or in the forums. I'm gonna make a forum thread about it pretty soon. Shout outs to King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. Play King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. King of Fighters 13 you can get on Steam. You know what? We'll do a Steam battle on the 10th of April. KOF Funeral, shouts to them, as well as View the Games XD, Team Chaos. Donate to Dream Council at dreamcouncilsnk@gmail.com. Dream Council Theater here on Twitch on Sunday. Let's do it at 10 a.m. Central Time. Random KOF videos from all over the place. Very fun to watch. Shouts to Rochanaji.com. View the Dream Council forums via Tap and Talk on your smartphone. Go to Combo Breaker May 27th, St. Charles, Illinois. Register now. Shout outs to this dope stage in KO14. And you know, Geese and Ryo and you know, poor Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Share this video as much as you can on Facebook, on Twitter, Google Plus, etc., etc. Share it on Discord, on whatever Discord server that you're at. And yeah, we'll be back pretty soon. We'll see what's going on, maybe next week or so, or maybe a random topic might come to mind. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming on the show. I want to thank all our viewers and listeners. Subscribe to us on Twitch if you could. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that's about it. Want to give everyone a good afternoon, morning, or night, depending on the time that you're watching this. And that's about it. Keep playing KOF. Keep learning KOF. And we'll see all y'all really, really soon. Thanks a lot.
Hey, see you later.
See you.